Hi friends, although in Poland we say acquaintance. Hi friends, welcome to Paper Trail. My name is Kasia, but people save time by calling me Kas. I'm not a professional drawer. I just draw after work, using all the free time I saved by trimming my name. Today I'll be drawing Kida, a princess character from the Disney animation Atlantis, the Lost Empire. From those good old times when the princess was a warrior, the guy was clumsy and had to be saved by a girl, and the role reversal wasn't woke, it was just original. I am using colored pencils by Holbein, alcohol markers by Ohuhu, paper by Canson, and background noises by Futurama.
Let's go already!
Look at me being anal about choosing colors for colored pencils. I really want to choose the perfect matching, the bestiest, the perfectiest colors because at this stage is the most single Nah. The importance of finding the right and perfect color at this stage is none. None. Don't be anal about it. For me, it's just a way to avoid the actual work. So instead of drawing, I'm just looking at the pretty colors. Okay, I think we're done here. Well-deserved movie break.
You got a suit? And suit up.
I start with a colored pencil sketch. I use Holbein pencils, which don't smudge when introduced to alcohol. 5 minutes into drawing, I used a blue colored pencil on her eyes, only to change my mind and cover it with brown. All those hours spent choosing the right colors, worth it. Now I'm speeding up, drawing her nose, then big lips, Ozempic face, and here we are. Without references, I'd sit in an empty room, cry, and rock back and forth in my chair. Without references, my Instagram account would look like this. Here I'm referencing her hair. I've already made it a bit too short, but it looks familiar and I feel happy about it.
Make me happy.
I even have a reference for a single ear, and not just any reference. I'm also drawing the other elements of the sketch using references. My iPad definitely has way too many half-dressed female bodies. If anyone asks, that's my husband's iPad. I'm testing my colors on a cheaper piece of paper, because you know, inflation. I'm trying to layer them, keeping in mind that the final paper will handle more layers than this piece of shit. With my colors chosen, I can create the first fine art to see how it all comes together. And wow, what an absolute groundbreaking masterpiece this is. I'm adding
Evil clown.
just to check her flat hair real quick, straight to the museum. I'm starting with shadows so I can focus on one thing at a time. The color of the skin, lips and bounce light doesn't matter right now, and my little brain doesn't have to worry about it yet. I'm just thinking about where the light is and where it isn't. I'm using blue because I plan to put her against a dark blue background. There should be some of that color bouncing into the shadows, so it's the easiest starting point for me. When I do a violet background, I use violet shadows. When the background is green, I go with green shadows. There's also the matter of layering the local color on top later, so I keep that in mind. Sometimes it ends up being a shit color combo. A shit sandwich, if you will. But otherwise, the rule is simple for me. Background color equals shadow color. I should have started by putting blue shadows everywhere the skin is. It would have made it so much easier later to just layer the next colors on top. But I was too curious to see how it looked with the local skin color and this is important, too lazy to change my camera settings. So we're going with the face and hoping the rest will match later on. I am layering the colors I picked earlier, keeping the blue shadows as a reminder of where the shadows should go. Sounds kinda dumb saying it out loud, but I really need it. Also, to say it out loud. I changed my mind a lot while sketching. She had 2 ears at first, poor thing, but deciding halfway through coloring that the shadow should be somewhere else, that's some next level ADHD. So I'm trying to keep the light colors where the light hits and the dark ones over the blue shadows. And if there's a lot of blue in the area, the blue will poke through. That's gonna make the whole thing richer in color, I think. The poking blue will make way more sense once the background is in, I think. For the lips, I use a color close to her skin tone, with just a touch of red brick. Going full pink or bright red is something I intuitively want to do. But one saturated color would stand out too much in this piece, and this portrait isn't about her mouth. Also, pink Barbie lips would totally change Kida's independent female warrior vibe.
Single female lawyer fighting for her client, wearing sexy mini skirts and being self-reliant.
When I put my own makeup, I feel like my face doesn't exist until I draw my eyebrows. It's like I'm hiding from face recognition software, and suddenly, there's the face. The same thing happens when I draw. Eyebrows make the face. Sorry to everyone missing eyebrows. There's this awesome effect when a hard light hits a shadow on a skin. Add a red glow and it looks amazing. I made a first attempt at it, planning to push it more with colored pencils later. Guess if I'd remember to get back to it.
All right, let's do this one last time.
Blue shadows first. Please appreciate the
management system.
Since the color on the lids doesn't always match harsh reality, there must be a
management system.
I place the lighter colors closer to the paper and the darker ones further away. I'm pretty proud of this
management system.
After the blue shadows, it's time for a wardrobe change and we're ready to put colors on top. Nothing new here, although I'm coloring her body, not her face. So that's a tiny difference. I get lost in the anatomic details, like the clavichord and the spatula.
The knee bone's connected to the something. The something's connected to the red thing.
And by getting lost, I don't mean focusing on the details so much that I forget what year it is. No. Getting lost literally means getting lost. As in, what the I am also trying some setup for a later stone glowing. Like it sparkles or something. I don't know if it works, but hey, I made a thing. You can see how absolutely sure I am about it. Those are the movements of a confident person. Remember when I said I change stuff all the time? Yeah, so instead of that dress top blouse situation from before, I went for something simpler. The old one didn't make sense, or maybe I wasn't sure if I drew it right. Same difference. Now I'm testing the new dress top blouse colors. Okay, too saturated. My eyes are actually hurting. Do you ever turn on the main light by mistake and suddenly get all those Vietnam flashbacks? Stupid, vivid, beautiful colors. In the end, I will stick with the ones I used for the shadows.
Management system.
I'm searching for the right colors to create gold. I'm digging through my pickle section of swatches, those greenish, olivey yellows. As in my heart, pickles are the true gold. Found the right pickles, so I'm using them for the arm rings. Deltoid Turle is a bicep bracelet, so maybe bracelet? Anyway, it was supposed to finish my silhouette. Of course, later I changed my mind. Even more jewelry. Now Bruno wants one too. With my favorite pickles, I'm making 2 earring designs. I'm gonna send them to my husband. He's amazing at helping me when I'm stuck or indecisive. He always takes time to carefully analyze every detail. The light, the shape, the emotional message behind every option. I can almost see him now, deep in thought, really connecting with the art. He chose the first one. Yeah, the 3D feel really matches the whole piece better. I have to agree with him. Second earring, because Jessica Alba had one. That's literally the only reason. Although I love this paper and it can handle many wet layers of alcohol like a champ, it's starting to
Piss off, ghost!
curl up a bit, so it's time to make it behave and stick. I am coloring her hair as a helmet, trying to make the one main glow uneven, although it wants to be even so much. This helmet is just a hair shape with ribbons coming out of it, an idea of a hair. I like this kind of image of hair in anime, and I work on reanimate it. Later, I will add strands and separations with colored pencils. And then we will make a full circle with color pencils by we will make a circle by making lines. Some part of her hair is a different color. I wanted to make an illusion of a warm light hitting there. I don't know if it worked. She could have easily just had a cheap hairdresser. Now it's time to cover all the things that went wrong while looking like someone who knows what they are doing. So officially, we are refining things and adding colorful line work. I really recommend Holbein pencils for this part. They are even more important now, if you ignored me before. They stay visible through many layers of alcohol on this super smooth paper. And why would you use an invisible colored pencil on top? Why? And now my favorite part.
Here we go, pivot! 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 Pivot!
Thank you for watching. This was my first YouTube video and I had a lot of fun learning how to edit stuff and talk in the long forgotten language. I won't promise the next one will be better, but it will be more stupid for sure. And since they say YouTube shows the first video to no one, goodbye no one!